Have you ever noticed how some people count down to their birthday with big parties, balloons, and floods of social media posts, while others let the day pass as if it were any other? No cake, no party, no fanfare at all? Why is that? Is it because they're sad? Because they've outgrown the excitement? Or could something deeper be going on in their hearts and minds? Stick with me, because understanding the answer might just change how you feel about your own birthdays. Let's explore the hidden feelings and mindset behind those who treat their birthday like just another Tuesday. What we discover may even shine a light on your own approach to celebrating life's milestones. For some people, the reason they don't celebrate is simple, but rooted in pain. They don't make a big deal of their birthday because deep down, they've never truly felt celebrated. Imagine a child excited for their big day, only to find that no one really remembers. Friends forget, family is busy, and that party they planned, almost nobody shows up. Over the years, disappointment like that teaches a tough lesson. Don't expect anything, and you won't get hurt. Psychologists have a term for this kind of learned give-up response: learned helplessness. It's when repeated disappointments train you to stop hoping for good things. Eventually, the brain says, "It's just another day. Don't get your hopes up." Not because a birthday means nothing to them, but because expecting something special only to be hurt again would sting too much. In this way, not celebrating becomes a form of self-protection, a shield against unmet expectations and loneliness. Then there's another group of people who skip the birthday hype for a very different reason. Life moves too fast. These are the folks constantly caught up in the whirlwind of work deadlines, school assignments, family duties, you name it. The birthday arrives, and before they even look up from their to-do list, the day is already half gone. It's not that they don't care about their birthday, it's that in the fast pace of modern life, they hardly have a moment to spare. Psychologists sometimes refer to this as time blindness, when you're so overloaded with tasks and stress that you lose track of time. In this state, even important days can sneak by without notice. For these individuals, a birthday isn't deliberately ignored or dreaded, it's just squeezed out by everything else happening in their world. The result? Their special day ends up feeling like just another item on the calendar, lost in the shuffle of a busy life. Finally, we come to a third type of person, one who knows it's their birthday and consciously chooses not to make a fuss about it. No, they're not particularly sad or overly busy. In fact, they might spend the day calmly reflecting or doing everyday tasks, and they're completely okay with that. Why? Because they've achieved something deeper, an emotional independence and inner peace. Studies in psychology suggest that people who rely less on external validation, like parties, gifts, and constant attention, tend to be more emotionally stable and self-assured. One concept, known as self-determination theory, says that true well-being comes from within, from having a sense of autonomy, feeling competent in your life, and finding inner satisfaction. In other words, you don't need a spotlight on you or a room full of singing people to feel worthwhile. These individuals have learned to validate themselves. To them, maturity means saying, "I don't need a bunch of candles on a cake or a crowd applauding me to know I have value. I already know my worth." This isn't denial or cynicism. It's a quiet confidence that doesn't depend on one particular day for happiness. Here's the fascinating part. The attitude of treating a birthday like any other day often reflects a bigger outlook on life. People who downplay their birthdays tend to carry a similar mindset into every day. They don't crave the spotlight on ordinary days either, and they're not looking for constant pats on the back. They've learned to find contentment in simply living, not just in reaching milestones. Does this mean they never feel lonely or wish to be acknowledged? Of course not. They're human. Everyone feels that need sometimes. But these individuals have trained themselves to see every day as a gift, not just the birthday. They try to cherish small moments regularly instead of relying on one day a year to feel special or alive. In a way, by not putting birthdays on a pedestal, they remind us that all our days matter. Every sunrise is another chance, not just the one that comes on your birthday. So, whether you love throwing a huge birthday bash each year or you prefer to let the day quietly blend in with all the rest, your approach to birthdays does say something about you. For some, avoiding celebration is about guarding a tender heart that's been hurt before. For others, it's just an unintended casualty of a busy life where priorities leave little room for parties. And for many, it's a conscious choice that reflects personal growth, a sign of finding peace and self-worth from within. Neither way is wrong. They're just different reflections of our experiences and needs. Now, ask yourself, which group do you relate to? Do you find yourself needing that yearly celebration, the cake and the congratulations to feel appreciated? Or have you reached a place where you quietly celebrate who you are every day, with or without a birthday party? The truth is, there's no right or wrong way to handle your birthday, only insight into what it means for you. And maybe, just maybe, understanding that why will help you not only on that one day each year, but in how you choose to live and cherish every day of your life.